3rd of December is observed as World Disability Day, and it is used to draw attention to disability issues and also mobilize support for the rights and well-being. GTV takes a look at the plight of the disabled.
Originally called International Day of Disabled Persons, this year's observance of the World Disability Day is on the theme, Break Barriers, Open Doors for an Inclusive Society and Development for All. The day seeks to increase awareness of what society can benefit from integration of people living with disability in every aspect of political, social, economic and cultural life. The disabled in Ghana is bombarded with numerous challenges in education, unfriendly infrastructure, discrimination, depression, non-exiting opportunities and the requisite skills for employment. 34-year-old Kwaku Paul in Accra is bound to this wheelchair for life after wrongly being administered an injection. Kwaku said he used to be a petty trader at Kantamanto Market, but lost that in a fire that razed down the market some years back. At the Accra Rehabilitation Center, established by the government for the disabled, helps people living with disability find skills. Moses Tovo is at the tailoring section of the center and wants to become a fashion designer. He feels heartbroken as he is constantly being discriminated against. He fears his dream may not materialize. He called for intensive education for people living with disability. At the shoemaking section, inmates have created different pairs of shoes and bags from African fabrics. This is the craft department. Both inmates here are blind. So how do they go about their daily duties?
At the beginning, I'll pick white and use it as the base or the layout. Then I'll use color to mix with the white in weaving. So to be sure of the number, the color I'm using, I'll try to make a knot at the end of the color rope. So if I'm weaving and I reach the knot, I know that the collar is finished and I have to join the collar.
Eric Badudiwo, who is totally blind, lamented about the lack of a ready market for their produce.
Government onto Tony offices now because on kwa bontin san kweden enko to foreign doormat embe to ho omo munya income ye wo ha ye produce a local way no ye de ni ye ntimi mfa nko abroche nkoton.
This 35-year-old man is blind. Mr. Alexander Williams is an interesting man who does everything able-bodied people do. He tweets on Facebook and is well-versed with a laptop. When I arrived at his office, he was on the internet checking for this year's World Disability theme. So we asked him, how does he manage his way about without his sight?
This is an iPhone, the ordinary iPhone on the market. And the iPhone has a software inbuilt that is called VoiceOver. So VoiceOver gives you a voice feedback as to what is on the screen. So all I do is touch around the screen, and then I'm able to know, what is on the screen. So if I'm checking them, if someone is calling me, I can just feel around the screen and the program would announce to me who is calling me or simply the number. When I want to check who called, if I was not there, I come back, I know where to go and check names. I check my emails, I WhatsApp, I tweet, and Facebook, and what have you.
Alexander Williams is married with a 2-year-old daughter. Alexander says he is what he is today due to the support system he had from his family, NGOs, and established government institutions. To address the concerns of the disabled in society, the Minister for Gender, Children and Social Protection, Nana Oyelita, launched a disability board last week to steer the affairs of persons with disability.
We are looking at an amendment so that it conforms with the United Nations Convention on Persons with Disability. We also know that 3 years from now, in 2016, all public buildings have to be disability friendly. And as you can see, even our building is not disability friendly. We don't have ramps. So one key task for the council is to ensure that from now until 2016, a plan is put in place and implemented.
It is hoped that the newly created board will vigorously address the plight of the disabled persons. Ernest Enchibosiago, GTV News, Accra.